the email version of Know You by you/JJ Acer. Me is, well, me of course. Doctor is the doctor with an email issue. MRI is the MRI company the doctor used to work for. Yesterday I got a call. The doctor worked for an MRI company and for us. The MRI team he was on was merged into our hospital. Several days ago, he started getting bounce backs every few minutes in our email from the MRI company. Me: thank you for calling the service center. How can I help you? The doctor: yes, I am no longer getting any email, and for the last few days I've been getting this bounce back from a company I used to work for stating the email address I entered was invalid. Me: let's take a look at this. I shadowed into his computer and took a look at his Outlook settings. Doctor: not sure if this matters, but I had my work email forwarded to my MRI company email, as I didn't use the work one much. First thing I check is rules. Bingo! There is a rule stating to forward all emails to him, to his MRI company email. Me: looks like the rule to forward your email is still in place. So when you got merged to our team and they turned off the MRI company email, every message you got on our email was forwarded and bounced back, as your email no longer exists at the MRI company. Doctor: is there any way to get rid of all these bounce backs? My email is showing full. Me: sure, shouldn't be a problem. I arranged this email list by from, selected the no reply at MRI company group, and deleted the whole group. Instantly, this freed up several hundreds of megabytes of space. From what it looks like, the email bounce backs kept increasing in size. He forwarded a message to the MRI company, got the auto reply with the original email attached, then we forwarded it back because of his rule, which then got sent back as an auto reply and an attachment. Going back and forth like a bunch of teenagers going, no you, increasing in size every time to the point his mailbox filled up and he stopped getting email. Me: okay, looks like it's fixed. With the rule removed and the bounce backs deleted, it appears to have resolved the issue, as every time your email was forwarded, it bounced back, and then the bounce back was forwarded, which got bounced back, and so on, till your email ran out of room. Doctor: thank you. Me: no problem. You might still get a few bounce backs that were delayed due to your email being out of space. However, you should be able to delete them and they should eventually stop. TLDR, all email was forwarded to an inactive mailbox, which then got bounced back and forwarded again till oblivion. That is pretty impressively stupid. Just circumvent company policy for me by you/Evil Ninja Ducky. I am at a multinational law firm UK office. Lawyers are not great with technology, even young lawyers, surprisingly. We have problems daily, although it's not always their fault. We are using some old case management software, for example, because there isn't a better or newer replacement. Every week, lawyers are coming and going and working in multiple offices, connecting to multiple servers via VMware, Horizon Client, to access file systems and virtual workstations, etc. We have it set up with RSA, so you need your token and your two-factor authentication if you're working from home or your hotel. But if you're on a company laptop and connected to company Wi-Fi, no problem, just connect without it. We are in the process of replacing hard RSA tokens with Authenticator app soft tokens, but it has to be done carefully and a bit at a time to ensure A, nobody gets locked out, and B, it actually works with a small sample of users before we roll it out globally. Our UK and Hong Kong offices are on soft tokens, but not the US, China, or Singapore. I think that means. So, PU, problem user, came over to the US last week. On Friday, she interrupts me in the middle of a phone call, saying that she wants to work from the hotel over the weekend, but has misplaced her hard token. Not to worry, we have spares. I'm in the middle of remotely supporting another ticket, so I ask somebody else to assign a fresh one from the back storage and temporarily disable the old one. PU looks a little bit disgruntled at this. I think maybe it's because I've delegated the task to somebody else after she asked me. So I pause my ticket to speak, whereupon she says, I always seem to be misplacing my token. I'd rather not carry one around. Can't you just set my account not to need one? I say, sorry, no, that's not how our security policy works. My coworker comes over with the new token and PO goes back to a desk with it in hand, lips tightly pursed. I don't hear anything of it until Monday. On Monday, PU comes in again and comes directly to my desk. She lost the token again, the new one she was just given. This isn't completely unheard of, but I am a little perturbed by how she complained about having to carry/use it and then mysteriously lost it again. Me, okay, I'll deal with it. Problem user, I know how to fix it. Just don't give me a new one and set me so I can log in without it. Me, I told you before the weekend, I can't do that. PU, I know you can do it. User from the UK office told me about how you set it up, so she doesn't have to carry these anymore, so just do it. Having spearheaded the change in our office from hard to soft tokens has come back to bite me in the proverbial butt. I asked my good boss, GB, if I can set up problem user with a soft token. He says it's the US office's tech team's responsibility, but only after we roll it out officially. Out of interest, I check out our ticketing system. PU has raised a lot of tickets over the last year. I filter it to RSA token and see tickets numbering in the double digits for replacement RSA tokens. Almost always with a complaint about them being too heavy or bulky for pockets or handbags. I sign in to the RSA admin console, check her profile, and I'm greeted by a list of token serial numbers, some disabled, all marked as missing except the newest. I show the good boss. I explain my theory that she hasn't actually lost any of them and just says that to try and pressure us into bypassing the policy for her. He nods sagely and arranges a meeting with her in the afternoon. I systematically go through the system and disable all the remaining tokens. Later, on Good Boss's request, I bring a small storage bin from the back room to the meeting. Good Boss, problem user, I understand you don't want to use the token to sign in. However, this is part of the company security policy and is a necessity. Problem user, I really have no idea why you can't just circumvent company policy for me. Just for me. I know the chairman personally. I'm sure he'll authorize it. Good boss, I have already discussed the matter with HR. We will not circumvent company policy and risk our data security for anybody, regardless of seniority. He nods to me. I open the storage bin to reveal a few dozen RSA tokens and take out a new one. Problem user lets out a small whine like a toddler getting ready for a tantrum. Good boss, these aren't cheap, by the way. These little bits of plastic amount to about £60 a piece. So far, you've cost the IT department a little over £2,100 in RSA tokens. Problem user immediately quietens down. Her eyes widens a little. Me, so please try not to lose this one. She leaves without complaints and without taking another token. On Tuesday, I find a plastic carrier bag on my desk containing about 20 tokens and a post-it that simply reads, sorry. The best part is that I still had to go over and, grinning widely, hand her another token since all of her old ones were disabled. Oh, that feels good right there.